You know what you got? Hamza exposing. You sign another confrontation. You start.
Let's read on. Sharp. Let's read on. Let's read on. Let's read on. We're reading this book. ISBN, not brother. Go ahead. Muslims always ask me, where is the evidence? Where's the scholarly work? There it is, ISBN. That's just one. I got more for you here.
Nobody cares.
Now, Allah was the supreme, though not sole deity in Arabia before the arrival of Islam. He lived together with other deities, yeah? He lived with them. He lived with other deities, yeah? In the heavens, and was said to have created the earth and bestowed water on it. In pre-Islamic times, animism was prevalent through Arabia. Trees and springs were worshipped, and certain stories were believed to contain sacred power. Certain stones, was believed to contain sacred power. However, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon me, adopted Allah as the one true God, to whom total submission was due, and proclaimed it was blasphemy to worship any other deity. According to the Quran, polytheism is the greatest sin. Allah is said to be supreme and transcendent. He is regarded as the creator of all life, the controller of all nature, bestower of bounty, and the judge of humankind in the last days. Though Allah can be terrifying, He is nonetheless righteous, just and merciful. Because Allah is believed to be completely different from everything He's created, it's forbidden for anyone to attempt to portray Him. In the Quran, He is given 99 names. The 100th and greatest name is known to no mortal. Now, that's flattering, isn't it?
I understand what you're saying.
Now, I've just read something in favor of Allah, haven't I?
I understand what you're saying. While you are reading here, he quoted the Quran, the one who wrote it.
We're going to read that. Just hold your horses.
Where can I buy that book? But the thing is,
hold your horses.
I don't have a problem with this.
We don't have a problem with that.
I want to tell you something.
You like favorable reviews. Let's move on to the less favorable one. Let's finish it.
Talk to me. Don't talk to him. Don't
deal with what?
That's you, bro.
Because I want to say something. This Allah, we don't have problem.
I didn't say this is Allah. I didn't say this is Allah.
The way you are reading Allah here, the word Allah.
That's not what I read.
That's amazing.
I read this one.
Allah, yeah, I seen the Allah, the word. Why you are saying, so this idol was Allah.
That's not Allah. That's not Allah.
The idol you are talking about, Allah.
That's you, bro.
In the Kabba, with its family.
Let me finish.
Talk to me. Don't talk to him. Talk to me.
I told you it's long.
Because I know what you're saying.
Well, if you do,
I have had this long time ago. Repeat it.
That's you, bro.
Tell us what I'm saying.
That's you, bro.
Come here.
Why you
tell the people what I'm saying?
You stay there.
No, because
why you say?
Let's see if you know what I'm saying.
Why you saying?
Come and tell the people what I'm saying.
I don't need to go anywhere.
Right.
Why you're saying in the Kaaba before the Prophet there was an idol called Allah, and there was his wife Lat and children. So the Prophet later came on. He said no, only this idol Allah will be worshipped. So all the idols were destroyed, and then this was kept. So that's why still today we have the word of this idol called Allah.
You say Muslim worship idol.
Yeah, exactly. That is what I'm saying. Before the Prophet started preaching, the Arab in Saudi Arabia had many idols around the Kaaba.
Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that. They used to use these idols to reach them to God.
How can they do that?
Wait.
When he say don't join anybody.
No, wait.
No, this is stories.
This is before Islam I'm telling about.
But they can't, it's
not listening.
No, we're listening. If I'm not listening, how can I ask you the question? If I'm not listening.
If it's big tough fool, you become a fool like the fool.
And then the Arab used to worship these idols.
They were gods.
Can we ask you a question? We will let you speak. Can we ask you a question while you're telling us?
Yeah.
Tell me the shape of some of the idols they used to worship and the material. Tell me some of those shapes and materials.
Most of the idols were stone.
Well, what? Stones.
Yeah.
If we go there today, will we find any stone?
I don't think so.
Oh.
They were all destroyed.
Oh, all. Where's the photos? All were destroyed.
Probably that book you are reading will tell you the Prophet Muhammad destroyed 360 idols around the Kaaba.
Put the slave pictures. Oh, it's also destroyed.
Someone's taxed it.
They used to worship stones, yeah? Thank you, brother. They used to worship some
Stones and trees, anything really.
anything,
Yeah.
but stone was the first to come
Maybe
to
I
your
get
mind.
mad.
But stone is the first to come
Yeah,
to
because
brother, it's not an argument.
most of
It's just a
idols in
question.
the world
Now listen. So, is this a stone or not?
This is a stone. It's called Hajarul Aswad.
No, I didn't
black
ask you
stone.
what it's called.
It wasn't stone.
It's a stone. It's a stone. Because the Arabic word is stone.
Brother, it's just a simple
Yeah.
question.
He accepts it.
You know, when you say
Did
Muhammad,
I say stone or not?
you did.
So why you
But I
talking
didn't want any more explanation because I need to ask you another question.
Yeah, because this Muslim know it. You know Muslim know it. They call it Hajar. Hajar in Arabic.
No, he
means
accepts it. He doesn't.
Okay, go on.
Guys, didn't get
Now listen, the image of Satan, what is it made of that the people were throwing stones
Okay.
also? Or just answer the question so we can get
By
some.
the way, the places where people throw this stone is a symbol. They believe Muslims.
Brother, we
believe-
understand
because
that.
you don't know.
I don't
You don't know where the idea come from. You don't know. You cannot
don't know.
So okay, explain to us where that particular idea of that place come from. Where that come from?
What do you mean I don't know?
Because you don't know. You tell me if you know.
You haven't asked me any question. How can you say I don't know?
Okay,
Ask him.
because
You haven't asked me
he
any
doesn't know.
question.
Okay.
Ask him.
Okay, the
How
place.
do you know he
the
doesn't
place-
Do you
Okay,
understand
I'm
that?
asking you a question now.
Listen,
I'm asking a question.
listen.
The place where the people throw stone in Saudi Arabia. Do you know the background of the history of that place? Why today Muslims are throwing stone in that place? Do you know?
What do you mean background?
Where the idea come from? Why particularly
I've
that
heard
place?
it's one of the and they're throwing sperm at
You
it.
can't even stick to
It's
one.
simple. People
one-
understood me.
It's all right. I don't need to understand. Why I don't need to understand you is because I'm interrogating you. I'm not trying to understand you. I know what's going on there.
Okay, you tell
When you go to police station, they don't ask you questions how you want. They ask it how they want.
You are not a policeman.
I am a policeman. It's my job. I'm policing my people against you.
No.
All right.
What I'm saying, where people throw stone representing Satan in Saudi Arabia, Muslims believe the Prophet Abraham.
All I asked you, I didn't ask you if what they
Because
believe.
you don't know the history of that place.
Listen.
Why it has to be a particular place in Saudi Arabia, not
You're
everywhere.
not listening.
You don't know.
You're not listening. History is history. But what we see today is what we're asking you about. No history.
Yeah, but you're going back to history.
We don't mind. There's a huge,
That's idol you are saying.
there's a big history of everything. There's a big history of everything. What we're saying right now is, what was the image of Satan made of? Yeah, what's the Satan of image made of?
You are asking me.
It's just a question.
The
Yeah.
Quran talk about Satan was made.
No, the image that they are stoning.
No, we are not stoning Satan in that place. We are not stoning Satan. Satan doesn't live in that place.
They've got a
You don't
statue that
understand
represents
that.
it, and they've got
What
a
is the
statue that
stones they
represents
are
Satan.
stoning? Who are they stoning
They're
with
not-
those stones?
If you, that's what I'm saying. You don't
It's
know the
a
back.
question,
You see-
I know.
No,
Just answer
you
the
don't know
question.
the background
Let's see the
of
background.
that
The
place.
background
That's
will be
the problem.
interesting.
He's seeing a place. He's saying they are stoning Satan. Someone has asked me that question. Said, is it this really Satan they're stoning? I said no. You have to understand the context where the
Okay,
idea.
what are they stoning?
Where the idea that.
Come in.
What are they
What are they stoning then? If it's not
What are they
Satan,
stoning?
what does it represent?
Okay.
What are they doing?
What do you see them stoning?
That Muslim believe Abraham built the Kaaba.
Yeah.
Satan, he rejected Satan, that place. For example, the Bible talk about Jesus rejecting Satan,
Yeah.
same place.
Yeah.
So we use that particular place
Yeah.
as where Abraham rejected Satan.
Yeah.
We believe Abraham took,
Yeah.
took stone to throw the Satan,
Right.
not to follow his idea, to reject Satan.
Yeah, we know.
exactly.
So it's
That's why we
That's
are
what I'm
doing.
asking.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing as what he was saying.
No, he doesn't know that. But
No, he knows that they're all throwing at the thing because it represents
We
Satan.
don't know it's going on. How can we ask you about it?
we are not. He's not representing. He's not representing Satan. He's the way that Abraham rejected Satan.
Yeah.
He took the
symbol. It symbolizes
exactly symbolize to show. It's not like he's
you don't physically
hitting
see Satan.
No, but symbolically, you're throwing stones at Satan. Yeah, but that's what he's saying.
Who said you
No,
physically see Satan?
today he's telling me.
You're saying you're
why
stoning
he's
Satan.
Say that?
There's
No,
a
but you said
pillar of
you're stoning.
stone.
Bring it out.
They are hitting
What did you
down.
say?
Yeah, but there isn't there. It's a pillar of
You know
stone.
what I said.
Symbolic, it's
Don't
Yeah, we know, but we're just saying there's a pillar of stone in there. Right.
question
Thanks.
again.
Okay, go on.
Because it's on camera and it's on audio. Now, you see, didn't answer the question. That's not the question. I didn't ask you what's the significance.
Because you don't know.
I didn't ask for the significance. I asked you what material is that symbolism or that symbol made of? What material is the symbol made of?
I think it's a concrete pillar they built
So
there.
it's a stone also. So now let's have a look. Now, brother, we heard you. Don't need to waste our time repeating the same thing. The symbol of Satan is made of a stone. Yeah? Abraham.
Who told you that? Where did you get that idea? Yeah, symbol of Satan is made
It's
of.
made of a stone.
No, where did this idea come from?
Yeah, but it's made of stone. It's there.
Right
Sorry?
now.
Because that's your
We
symbol.
just came to that conclusion. We just
No, it's just a
came to
stone
that
pillar,
conclusion
and
just
everybody
now.
throws thing at it.
I didn't say you said that. It's the conclusion we came to.
Well, how did you come?
No, it's supposed
Here
to.
again,
What is it?
here again, here again,
What is it?
here again.
Why are they throwing stones at it saying
Here
Satan?
again.
Yeah, but I can put this up. Look,
Here
this
again.
represents the Quran, and we'll all throw stones in it.
we are not
Abraham
saying like
threw a stone.
I told you it's
Prophets!
to show.
Listen. Abraham threw a stone, right? What did he throw a stone to?
To Satan to show he rejected
So was
Satan.
Satan a real Satan? Was it real Satan?
Definitely it's the real Satan.
It was a human Satan of
Real Satan
spirit.
because the Satan.
Brother, hold on. I just
Real
want to know
Satan.
first. You don't want to say I don't know.
Real
Now,
Satan, not human Satan, real Satan.
So what is Satan made
Whatever-
of? Brother, fine.
whatever
Fine.
is in that
Fine.
form,
Brother, fine.
Because
Brother,
no,
fine.
you don't understand.
That's why I'm asking you the question, innit? That's why I'm asking you the question. If I don't understand.
Because he doesn't understand.
If I don't understand, I'm asking the question. But you haven't heard the question. Hear the question first.
Hear the question and then answer it.
If you want to win, you've already
I
won.
had the question, but you are all blaming me. I'm keeping
And we're not
quiet.
blaming you. We're saying listen to the question.
Okay, I am.
When Abraham was stoning this Satan, what was that Satan? Describe it from the Quran.
Satan.
No, describe it
No,
from the Quran.
I am. You keep going.
Okay, go on.
Satan in the Quran.
No, the one Abraham was stoning at that time.
No, you see.
No, I need to narrow it
You
down.
said Satan
I
in
need
the
to narrow.
Quran.
No, am I making any
No,
sense?
you said.
Repeating the
The
same
Satan
question.
that Abraham was stoning, what was he look like? What did it look like?
Keep quiet and then answer.
Okay, go on.
Satan, the Quran talk about Satan as a human being and Satan as the real Satan, the one who God has picked from his presence. Satan can come in many forms.
No, what did the one Abraham stone look like? That's all I'm
I cannot
asking.
tell you how because I
Okay.
don't know.
Fair
I
enough.
didn't know.
Now, that's all we wanted to do.
After 10
That's
minutes,
all we
we know you
wanted to
don't know.
do. See how I cut you short and how we came quickly around, yeah? You don't know.
I don't know the form.
He
Satan
don't
was at that
know.
time. Yeah.
Doesn't know.
Right?
Okay, that's
now,
fair enough.
look at what we're
That's
now
fair
asking
enough.
you.
Yeah.
If you do not know, does it suffice to say you're ignorant? No, hold on. If you don't know something,
Okay, you asking me
is it suffice to say you're ignorant?
In that, if he has a form or whatever particular he was at that time confronting Abraham, I don't know because I didn't check that
So you're ignorant.
on that subject.
Yeah, so shut up then. Shut up if you don't know. Now, listen. Now, today, by the way, I want you guys to hear this question. By the way.
Hold on. What's your point of that particular place, throwing stone? What's the point?
You'll see the point. Brother, you will see the point. Everything I do is on point. Now listen. Did Muhammad, did he stone the same Satan? Did Muhammad do the same thing?
Yeah,
so what did the Satan look like when Muhammad did it?
What do you mean? No, wait. Muhammad threw the stone where Abraham threw the stone.
Yeah.
That's why we are throwing the stone.
I understand that. I'm saying, listen to the question. Listen to the question. Don't listen to what you've been told in Islam. I'm not a Muslim. I'm asking a question like a baby who wants to know.
Neutral position.
Yeah? I'm saying Abraham threw the stone. You said that's Satan. I said, was it a real person? You said now you don't know what it looked like. So there's ignorance to start with. So Muhammad come, he also threw the stone. You said. So did he tell you what Satan looked like?
No, he didn't. He wasn't hitting Satan.
Brother,
he
just
wasn't I was imitating Abraham.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. We're not stupid. These questions people too are asking the same. All right? Now I'm saying Abraham did it. You tell me you don't know what Satan looked like. And Abraham didn't describe what Satan looked like.
No, I didn't say that.
Well,
I said probably there's a book.
Probably is not enough.
I'm being honest with you.
I know we like that. We appreciate that. But what we're saying is this: we can't build everything on we don't know. We got to build something on we know something. Now listen to this. Hold on. My point is still further ahead. Now listen to this. Yeah. Now when Muhammad stoned the same Satan,
he didn't stone the Satan.
He didn't stone Satan. Okay. What did he stone? It's all right. What did he stone? It's okay. It's okay.
Exactly
what did he stone?
The way people are doing today, imitating the action of Abraham, is that the prophet did?
Now listen to this. When you should have on the same path. Now listen.
So he threw a stone at Satan.
Now listen. When you say somebody imitates something, it means they did the same thing.
Yeah, but we are not.
All right. Now listen.
You have to understand. Satan is here. Abraham is talking, and Satan is confronting.
Well, you said you don't know if it's Satan.
No, let me because
no. You said you don't know if it's Satan. Now you said Satan is here.
Exactly. No. I didn't say I don't know.
You said it. We got camera.
You are asking me the form.
He said he didn't know the form.
Yeah, but if you don't know the form, you can't say he was there.
No.
You can't say he was there if you don't know the form.
I said the form. I didn't check where the report about that incident come from.
So where is that report? Where is it?
It's in the book.
Which book? No, brother, because I want to know. Are you afraid?
Don't press me deep
because you're defending something out of ignorance. You're defending something out of ignorance.
You are telling.
So what's the point?
You are saying Prophet Muhammad.
I will come to my point.
You are saying Prophet Muhammad throws stone.
I'm giving him a chance.
I'm saying no.
To make clarity.
That's what I do. He will get there.
He won't get there
tomorrow morning.
Because when you don't know,
because you didn't know Prophet Muhammad.
You're speculating.
No,
You're
you don't.
speculating. Economic and spiritual speculator.
You don't understand.
My brothers understand. Only me don't. So the interrogator don't understand. Only the witness.
Definitely, because they are more clever than the prophet.
They're more clever than the prophet.
You said.
They're more clever than the prophet. Is that what you said?
You said the Prophet Muhammad throws stones.
I didn't say. I asked you.
Okay,
did he do it?
He did.
You said he did.
So
then I said, did he describe what Satan looked like?
Definitely, there is many things about that.
Show me one. Many things.
The Quran even talk about Satan, how Satan come to people.
No, I'm saying look,
in a different
brother. I'm saying you're not very intelligent.
No, I am.
When Muhammad stoned Satan,
he did not stone Satan.
What did he stone?
You see, that's the problem. You're not listening.
What did he stone? What did he stone?
Symbolically.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he's saying symbolically. We know he wasn't there.
What symbol did he stone? Was it empty space?
Exactly.
I know. I've just helped you right now. I've just helped you.
You understand? Exactly.
I've just helped you right now.
Are you lucky? He helped you.
Because he doesn't understand.
He helped you.
Okay, empty space.
So where's the point? Where's the point?
Today,
you would have said empty space.
Against the stones, then they built the stone pillars to represent the nation. So you
Why did you say also?
that's all it is. It's simple.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, which is what they do. The pillars.
Brother Callum. Look, I've got witnesses. My honesty. I've got witnesses. I'm not trying to lie. Now let's move on. So you are saying, for the record, that Muhammad stoned the space. Is that your record?
Definitely, is that what we are doing today? say.
Okay, he's on the space. All right, anybody please pull up on your YouTube right now. See what they were doing in 1950s Mecca.
Okay.
Let's see if it's space or let's see if it's an object. Please pull it up on YouTube for me, somebody.
No,
Yeah, but we're going by what Muhammad said.
No, hold on.
I agree, YouTube. I agree, YouTube.
Hold on, brother.
Someone who is the enemy of that subject will put anything there.
Okay, you
That's
should
no
use that
idea to follow YouTube.
subject, then sure.
Okay, let's say we don't have YouTube. Explain what
Now
happened.
listen, brother.
Got to be honest.
Don't forget that most of the people who put it.
Okay.
Listen, most of the people who put the evidence on YouTube, you can see them in the video. You can actually see them in the
You
video.
said which year? Doesn't make them right.
No, I'm saying from 90. No, I'm not. Listen
which
to
year?
what.
It's got a point. It doesn't mean sometimes they're right.
Listen to what we're saying.
Yeah, well, 1950,
Just
John.
listen to what we're
1950
saying.
said,
Okay, go
You're
on.
listening to what you want to say.
We are talking about 1950 and we are talking 1,400 years ago. You see, that's
No, hold on. People go to Mecca for the Hajj right now, right? Yeah? 2,000 years later, they're still going to Mecca to perform Hajj, which is one of the pillars of Islam, right? To do the same things that Muhammad did. Yeah, if they can get there, right? So when they go, they get to the place where they have to stone Shaitan. All right? There's a place that listen.
how many stones?
I'm not counting for them.
Probably 8.
I'm not counting for them.
Probably
but
8.
many of
How
them-
many is it? How many?
Many of them normally take 7 stones. I know, we know.
7, yeah, and the one that will be 8.
Normally, most of them take 7 stones.
Yeah, and the other stone
Now
will make it
listen
8.
to this, yeah? Listen to this. In the past. Where's that
You
place?
see, he never give a point what he's talking about. He's only
You always give points.
You never, because you're asking me questions now. I'm looking at the
Listen, brother,
point.
it's my time to talk.
No,
Don't
you
shut
never
it down.
give a point to what you're talking about.
Brother's taking my
All about
pain.
going round and round.
Brother, listen, we're not going around nowhere.
What you
We're
are
dealing
trying to
with
say?
facts.
You're trying to say, okay. What
Listen,
you are saying
I can't say anything that I don't see.
about
I'm only saying what we see and what you can check. If I say anything I don't see,
what is your conclusion?
now this is it. They were throwing stones initially at the phallus. They were throwing stones at the phallus. Hear the thing. They were throwing stones at the phallus. A phallus is the penis. So the symbol is that the penis is Satan. All right? Penis is Satan. Yeah?
It's all right. Just we all
Listen, you can go and check what they're doing. Don't say I said.
I know what
Just
you're
check.
doing. If you don't know.
Just
So you're
check.
saying that fish represents Satan?
Okay, he said that they're
Brother,
throwing.
can I move?
He hasn't finished yet.
1,400 years ago,
Are you saying that
the
represents
prophet
Satan?
was throwing the stone
They're not letting me
The
speak.
sign was there when the time of the prophet.
Are you saying that object represents Satan?
Sorry?
When the prophet threw the stone at that particular place, the sign was there.
It was there.
I'm asking you if it
Oh,
was
it
there.
didn't sound like a question. It sounded like a statement of
sorry.
fact.
I'm asking you, was it there?
Was it where?
In the place where the prophet imitated Abraham?
Which
Was
place
it
exactly
in
was? I
Saudi
don't know
Arabia?
which exact spot.
In Saudi Arabia?
I don't know.
Okay, the spot,
I don't know.
The spot you are seeing these pillars there.
Say again?
Isn't that useful like a target
One
for a
by
stone?
one, slowly, just so I can hear
The
the
spot
question.
you are talking about where Muslims throw stones. Muslims believe the Prophet Muhammad threw the stones at the.
I'm not denying any of
So
that.
I'm asking you now. I'm
yeah,
asking you now.
yeah.
At the time of the Prophet, when he threw that stone, was that symbol of?
I
pillar
don't
was
know.
You
There
don't
was
know.
no cameras. The only thing that, listen, brother,
It wasn't then.
how can you say it wasn't there just
It
because we don't
wasn't.
know?
It wasn't because that the
You should show me from the Quran that it wasn't there.
No. Are you telling me to show?
So show me, because you sound like you
Okay,
so
show
sure.
me in the Quran it was.
I
there.
said I don't know.
So
but you can't
so-
conclude because we don't know. That means it
No,
wasn't there.
Because what they put there, you can go back and then see who put.
How will you go back?
So what exactly shows you about this?
No, hold on. How will you go
You know
back?
that
How?
particular place, they put is not that very long.
They put what?
For the stone, to recuperate the stone is the.
That we heard that already.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
just
saying
yeah.
initially, I can. You see, one thing we don't have is this: we don't have eyes to the very moment this so-called prophet lived. We don't have eyes. Only eyes we have is the believers and the book. That's not enough at most of the time. You understand? We don't have listen. We do not have even a single look-alike of Muhammad anyway. Of Jesus, we do. Yeah. I'll show. Yeah, I said it, so I'm sure. Yeah, but we won't divert. Hold that question in your hand. I will show you. I will show you. I will show you.
Yeah, he said he will show you.
Hold on.
Jesus aside, we concentrate on this.
But that's exactly what we're saying. In the times of Jesus, these things existed. You understand? These are known as the phalluses and as the obelisks. The obelisk is a sign of the sun and a sign of the penis, which is a fertility model of a deity. Understand? Now, we understand and we know by evidence and by scripture. Those are the cameras we have to the past. Yeah? That after Muslims stone Satan, who is a penis, then they go and kiss something else which looks like...
Can I say something? 1 minute.
Of course.
I think, can I draw something?
You got your own paper because I need this for my exam.
I want to show you. I think the place now where
you think you're not sure?
I'm not 100%.
Stop it.
Stop
it.
No, let's see this in a little
I'm
bit.
saying what is there is just like a pillar, long pillar, and
I know what's there now. I know what's there now.
So it's not looking.
So that's the normal.
No.
Okay.
Is that there right
You
now?
know, it's this thing because you don't listen. You don't listen. You do not listen.
Okay.
You see, when Islam started, there was not much information beyond Arabia in terms of the reality going on outside Arabia. If you've never traveled out of Africa, where are you from, bro? Somalia. You know there's a lot of people who have never been out of Somalia, right?
Definitely.
Now listen, hold on, listen. Me and you are in London, I'm from Nigeria. Me and you in London, we see a lot. We get knowledge they can never have. So it's we who will report to them what's real and what's not. Yeah, they're only hearing stories here, there, but they need to come and see it themselves. In the old days, not many people could travel to Mecca to see what's actually there. So they rely on other people who can make it. Some come back and tell them lies or half-truths. Hardly does anyone come out to tell them full truth because you like to fashion your experience to how you perceive it. You can perceive your experience as it's all right for me. It don't mean it's all right for them. For you it is.
Okay.
So now, this phallus has always been in Egypt. All right?
I want to ask you
Listen,
something.
I haven't finished.